Benson with Maribliss Essentials. Thank you, Dro TV, for having us on. It's been a pleasure. Go give them a follow and check them out.
Welcome to My First Time, the show about your first time getting high on marijuana. I'm your host, Mike Freeman with Dro TV. Today, I'd like to welcome our guest, MARISSA Benson. How are you?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Yes, you're welcome. Thanks for coming on Dro TV today. You can find more of MARISSA on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Maribliss Essentials, as well as mariblisessentials.com. So MARISSA, please let our audience know where you're located and a little bit about what you do for the cannabis community.
Okay, absolutely. I am located in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, and what I do for the cannabis community is I take cannabis-derived terpenes and I infuse them into my aromatherapy products so you're able to receive all the medicinal benefits of the terpenes without the mind altering of the THC.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely want to get more into that because I love this holistic approach. So I definitely want to learn more about that. But the show is my first time, MARISSA. So please let us know about the first time you got high.
Okay, so my very first time was I went to Colorado. It's a recreational state if people don't know. And I went into the dispensary. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm around family. I feel safe. I asked the bud tender how much I should take because I got little cookie edibles. And she told me 20 milligrams for
Okay.
my first time. I kid you not, I took both of those and I'm small. I was only probably like 115 pounds.
Okay.
And I had an out-of-body experience. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fun. I think I was medicated probably for a solid 3 days
Wow.
from it. Yeah.
So needless to say that bud tender wasn't quite up on where they should be diagnosing, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. They needed to work on their dosage a little bit, but that's okay. You live and you learn.
You live and you learn. So that was the first time. So the first time you consumed, do you smoke regularly now?
I do. Yes.
Okay.
I medicate every day.
Awesome. And the first time you smoked marijuana, was there a story similar, or maybe not similar, probably not, but was there another great story to go with that one?
I mean, when I first smoked, just the sounds, everything was so beautiful. I loved it. I listened to Post Malone, Psycho on repeat for, and it was so peaceful. So that one was a really great experience.
Cool. Was that in
Yeah.
Colorado as well?
No, that was in Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once you went to Colorado and sampled the goods, then you were back in Oklahoma and you said, yeah, I'm willing to expand my horizon a little further.
Yeah, absolutely. I started researching, educating, and I just fell in love with the plant.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So fast forward to today, you have your own location now, correct?
I do, yes.
Okay. So yeah, how did you get into terpene holistic aromatherapy?
Yes. So I'm really big in the cannabis community for Oklahoma. And I started off as a bud tender at a dispensary. And I was also helped out with purchasing, kind of just helped out with whatever I could for the dispensary. And I noticed that a lot of my patients were coming in and they weren't sure as to like what strains would help them because they were very uneducated. So I started basing off their terpene profiles for the flower. And then that really helped me indicate like what the patients were really looking for. And then one night it just clicked in my head. Me and my husband were talking and we're like, holy cow, we can take those terpenes that are already extracted and get them into and put them into candles. That's what we started off with. And it blew up. So
Wow.
fast forward to now, we started off April 4/20, 2020. Had to start on 4/20, right?
Nice.
Um, and we are now in over 200 locations,
Wow.
5 states, and I now have my retail location. So we are growing.
Wow. That's great. How many different products do you have?
I have 9 now.
Okay.
So product line has definitely improved.
Excellent. What's the best-selling product?
Bath soaps for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You want me to show them?
Well, my girlfriend and I, we're big into holistic uh medicine, I guess, but holistic protocols, let's say.
Yeah,
And we definitely love different soaps and bombs and stuff like that. So I'll have to have her check it out and look into it. Because she has to pick those things. I'm not able to pick those things. So
yeah. Well, send me an address and I'll ship you guys a package.
oh,
So for
excellent.
having me on your show.
Oh, excellent. Cool.
Yeah.
Um, that's great. Uh, any other future products you're looking into? Expansion of the brand.
So I have a lot of big plans. I want to have soaps, air fresheners. Like I want to make everything I can with just terpenes. And
Okay.
I do full spectrum terpene infusion. And when I say full spectrum to me, because I don't use THC in my products, means I use every single terpene found in that cannabis strain. So like Granddaddy Purple, every terp that is in Granddaddy Purple is going to be in our product.
Wow. Awesome. So are you completely self-taught? How did you figure out how to do all this stuff?
Self-taught,
Wow.
100%.
Awesome.
Yes. The drive and the motivation to learn.
Excellent. I'm curious, is this YouTube University? Were there other people on YouTube that you were able to watch some tutorials, or was it mostly reading and educating that way?
So I definitely did watch some YouTube videos on how to make candles and bath soaks, but it just kind of really learned by just making the product and finding the right recipe.
Awesome.
And then, especially with the terpenes, that's something very unique. You have to find the exact right dosage and you have to use enough to actually have the aroma. So,
Great.
yeah,
I'm curious. I just built a garden and I'm growing a lot of stuff from seeds, and YouTube's like the place I'm always starting because I like reading about a lot of the stuff. Where we are in Central Florida, we can pretty much grow most, if not all of the year. Um, so as much as I read, I'm still watching other videos because there's different ways to grow things here that some people do one way, some people do another. And a visual explanation sometimes can be easier than reading something and following it. So uh, it's great that we have these resources at our fingertips, and we can learn something and create a business out of it just from watching a video, right?
absolutely. It's incredible. And congrats on your growth.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Um, hopefully these seeds turn into something that will produce some fruit or vegetables, and I'll be even more happy then. So
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
um how's the scene in Broken Arrow in Oklahoma? I mean, a lot of the people we interview, Oklahoma is up and coming. They're like one of the top states now for cannabis. So it seems like it's a great community.
It is a really good community. It's a really big community and everybody knows everybody, which is really cool. And if you don't know that person, you're probably social media friends with them, and it's just a big family. I love it all.
Awesome.
Um, yeah.
what were some of the techniques you used to network your way into 200 stores?
So, I made some brochures about terpenes and I just went in there with pure confidence and just went in and talked about our candles. And I talked a lot of education about terpenes. And it was a struggle for sure. Because, a lot of people are just now really, truly deep diving into terpene education.
Hey everybody, I want to quickly mention Food Forest Abundance. Food Forest Abundance is a great way to create your own self sustaining food forest and naturally occurring ecosystem that's commonly found in nature but designed specifically for you. Through multiple layers of trees, shrubs, herbs, vines, rhizomes, mushrooms, and perennial vegetables, you can become your own supply chain without the typical maintenance required of a garden. From small spaces to large areas, both urban and suburban, Food Forest Abundance wants us to get back to our roots in nature by engaging with our food production in a meaningful way. For more information, click on the link in the description below and start your journey today. Okay, let's get back to today's episode.
So essentially cold calling, walking into dispensaries
Yeah,
and smoke shops
exactly.
and just, wow. Okay.
And then just getting on social media is huge. I would just go, I would find dispensaries or whatever. Sorry. And then I would just message them, DM them all day long, send pictures, send emails.
How's LinkedIn working for you?
LinkedIn, I'm kind of slacking on. That's the one I do
Okay.
the least on, but
Okay.
I need to get better at it. Do you use LinkedIn?
Um, you're probably more active than we are.
Okay,
Um,
fair enough.
but just yesterday we were at an event where social media influencer was speaking. She has almost 800,000 followers on LinkedIn. And she was saying that for anyone that has a business, LinkedIn should actually be the place because it's mostly other business professionals. So the people you're reaching are, not to say a higher
No,
demographic
I
net
get you
worth, but
100%. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. They're business owners. They're
right.
not just a whole bunch of like small businesses or
Sure.
stuff like that. Or
But
maybe
at
they
the
are.
same time, it's not um the clicky, maybe I mean, this certainly clicks on Instagram, but
Yeah,
you're not going to deal with haters and people,
strictly professional
yeah,
with
it's
LinkedIn. Okay,
exactly.
there you go.
Yep.
Fair enough. Okay.
And so she recommended for us to be posting more of our videos on there,
Okay.
which we're going to start doing for sure. So um, I like to pass along any information that I feel is valuable. And it sounds like you're crushing it. So I thought maybe you were like on LinkedIn and that's how you got into these 200 stores. So maybe now you utilize LinkedIn, maybe another 200 stores, right? So
Maybe
that'd be
so.
awesome.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be awesome. Because you put out some great content as well. So I think anyone that's putting out content where there's value to be had on LinkedIn, it seems to only be beneficial. So, um,
And when I move to Florida, I'll have to come meet you because I'm working on it. I'm
working on moving to
manifesting it.
Florida.
I'm manifesting it. Heck yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay. Are you from Oklahoma?
I'm from Kansas City,
Okay.
but I've been in Oklahoma for about 6 years.
Okay. Cool. And you have plans or one day you'd like to move down here?
I would like to move down there, and it's becoming more and more available to me. Let's just say that my manifesting's working.
Awesome. Great. Yeah. The power of positive mindset and manifestation. I love it. So what does cannabis do for you? A lot of people we speak with, uh, it's either recreational or medicinal, or it's a love for this plant. Um, what does cannabis bring to you? Are you a daily consumer?
Yes.
Okay.
So I use it for medicinal. I was diagnosed with lupus a while ago,
Okay.
and I have another liver disease, and I had severe endometriosis where I had to have a full hysterectomy at 23.
Wow.
So my body's missing a lot of parts, and cannabis has really helped me to where I can function daily and I can be a good mom, a good business owner, a good wife, a good friend. It's just very, very important to me. And I just absolutely love it.
That's great. My girl went through a terrible bout with endo, and it was before she got into cannabis. She's a nurse, so she can't really consume cannabis, but she's big into the CBD and learning about everything. Were you going through traditional medicine prescriptions and realized cannabis? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes. So I started having extremely bad pain at 18. And the doctors with lupus, some people know that it can make your blood work look really good, even though it's not. And endometriosis was literally the disease was attacking all my female organs. And I was going to the doctor saying I was in pain, and they just kept throwing pain pills at me. And then I'm like, the pain pill's not working. So then they would just make us stronger pills or up my dose. And then they would also throw muscle relaxers at me up until I was 23. So I was addicted to pain pills and muscle relaxers.
Mm,
Always came up with an excuse as to why I needed the pain pill. My back hurt, or I can't walk, and I'm thinking I needed to take muscle relaxers every night. So I'm really glad to be off pharmaceuticals. And ever since I started cannabis, I haven't touched really any pharma except for like Tylenol here and there.
sure. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great to hear. We love hearing stories of people getting off prescriptions, and certainly there's a place for medicine, but a lot of people don't realize you shouldn't be on a pill for the rest of your life. If it's supposed to do something, it should fix it, or you need to find out what's causing the problem in the first place, because the pill's just covering that up. And
Absolutely. I really wish I would have known about cannabis then, because I feel like I probably could have killed myself.
right. Yeah, post surgery, I had to sneak in. She had this CBD roll on balm, and I had to like sneak in stuff for her because we were in Massachusetts at the time. And even then, it was legal, but why you can't bring this CBD nonetheless, bring this into
Oh,
a
yeah.
hospital. So
Right.
it was pretty silly, but um, fortunately, she's better, and most of her issues with endometriosis are gone. So.
And I'm so happy. So happy to hear that. I know what I'm going to send now. So
Oh, great. Awesome.
I'm like, I got you now.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, we appreciate that very much. Um, any thoughts on where you might end up in Florida? Are you currently scoping out some cities or areas?
I mean, it would probably be either Jacksonville or probably like the Sarasota area.
Okay. Awesome.
Maybe.
Well, the whole state is the sunshine state. So wherever you
Yeah.
move in Florida, you're going to enjoy this beautiful weather. So, and it's really great. We love it since we moved down here a few years ago, and it's a really great growing community down here as well. Here in Central Florida, I say loosely decriminalized because I don't really hear or see about people getting arrested or caught with weed. Um, but at the same time, I know that it's still, it comes down to the police and their discretion, what they want to do.
Isn't
So
it legal in Florida?
medicinal is legal, but recreational, that's kind of where I say loosely decriminalized, because I'll walk my dog at night and smoke a joint. I don't have a medical card, and there's festivals here where people consume outside in the open, and the sheriff's department's there for security, and they don't care that you're doing it. We have a permit for this event. So it's weird because the governor is still kind of against it. And, hopefully with this new Biden announcement,
Yes. Yay.
that things, at least from the governor level and executive on the way down, that people start to realize nobody should be in jail for this. And if I can go to a bar and consume 2, 3, 4 beers, there's nothing wrong with smoking a joint. So we'll see. I think we're slowly getting there, right?
Yeah, but we're getting there. So
We're getting there.
any progress is progress.
Right. That's right. We can only hope that, it's not some veiled promise and it turns into, well, it was lip service, and we find out years later that he said something in some sneaky way
Right. Yeah.
but nonetheless, if it's going to prevent people from going to jail, then it should be a good thing. And we'll see how it plays out. So
Absolutely. I'm excited to see those records get clean too for people with possession and stuff.
yeah,
I'll be
absolutely.
all right for sure.
Awesome. Well, Marissa, it's been great speaking with you and learning more about Maribliss Essentials. Tell everybody where they can find more of you.
Thank you. You can find me at, like he said in the beginning, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Also have a website, mariblisessentials.com, or you can even just Google us, and we are located in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Awesome. Make sure you go down there and give her a follow on your favorite platform. And if you're watching this on YouTube, go down there and smash the like button for Marissa, leave a comment, and make sure you're also subscribed to Dro TV here on YouTube, because otherwise you would miss great guests and interviews like this one with Marissa. So make sure you're subscribed. And that's it for today. Thanks again for coming on the show, Marissa.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time.
You're
and
welcome.
having me.
And for everybody tuned in, smoke them if you got them.
Have a good one.
What's up, Dro TV family? You can now stream the audio version of all these episodes on your favorite podcast player. And if you like more episodes like this, check out this playlist we put together over here for you. And if you haven't already, subscribe to us on YouTube. You don't want to miss more great content from Dro TV. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, smoke them if you got them.